Hi, this is an instructional video on how to change your Dexcom G6 sensor, and for that you are obviously going to need your new sensor, which would look like this. If you don't already have one, you would need a transmitter, and just to keep things clean you would need some alcohol swabs. So today I'm going to be replacing my sensor, not necessarily putting a new transmitter, but the steps are kind of the same in a way, and it actually already told me that I have to replace my sensor because it has expired. It even comes down here with some instructions on how to do it. So I'm just gonna click OK, and then there's gonna be a little button that says new sensor. So this is my old sensor that I put on my stomach always just because that is where I get the best readings, but some people do put it on their arms or on their thighs. And we're just going to peel it off just like that. It does not hurt. And this is a transmitter that we need because it is still good. So we are just going to take it out and put it on the new sensor. So now we're going to take the alcohol swabs, and preferably we're going to grab 2 of them because one you are going to use to clean the sensor, like where the sensor is going to go on the part of your skin, and the other one you are going to use to clean the transmitter, just because that's already been in the sensor for 10 days and you need to keep everything clean and sterile just to make sure that it works well, and you obviously have to clean all of it. Now we're going in with actually inserting the sensor. So you're obviously going to want to take it out, grab your sensor, and open it. So this is what the sensor should look like. This orange thingy, which is what I call it, is basically a lock. There is a number for every single sensor that you have to plug into your phone for it to properly work. If you have a receiver though, it should work the same way. Now you're going to click new sensor and it's going to ask you to plug in the code. You have the option of either taking the picture of the code or entering it manually, but I personally am too lazy, so I am going to take a picture of it and align it. Now you should get this, which is an instructional video on how to properly insert it. Now that you have your start sensor button, you should still not click it since we still technically haven't inserted it, and that's what we're going to do. So you're going to choose your site, and this is mine since it is the opposite because I don't want to irritate my skin. So you're going to take the sensor and you're going to take off the lock. Make sure to not press the button, and you're going to peel, making sure that you already put in the number on your phone or receiver. So you're going to stretch out the skin, make sure that it's good, and you're going to clean it. Remember to always clean it. An important step to remember is to let it air dry completely, or else it's not going to stay put. And once you have it positioned, you simply press the orange button. It does not hurt, it's a little pinch. The needle goes in so fast you don't feel it. So just remember that. Once you take it off, there it is. It's all ready to go for the transmitter. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna place it from the smallest part first in and all the way until you hear a click. I do the 3 times around because that's what I was taught, but you don't necessarily have to. So this is the time when you're going to take your phone or a transmitter and actually click the button of start sensor. For a better view, this is what it's going to look like besides the last session alert, unless your transmitter battery is low, which is my case. Therefore, the reason why I actually have a new one. But normally you're just going to see the 2-hour warm-up. Now, as far as new transmitters go, is the same thing as the sensors corresponding to the numbers. You have to plug in the number that corresponds to that transmitter in order for it to work properly.
So then you just click OK, and you have to wait 2 hours.
And that's how you change your Dexcom G6 sensor. If you have any questions, you can just comment, or if they're more serious or personal, you should ask whoever is taking care of you and your diabetes. And as you know, these sensors last for 10 days, so you have to switch them up every 10 days, while the transmitter lasts for 3 months. So it's just a matter of keeping up. And I mean, if you have your phone or if you have your receiver with you, like, it should tell you when things are expiring. How mine told me that like my transmitter was only good for one more session, so like these 10 days is like the last 10 days, then I have to switch it up and I would have to switch it to this one. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this helped.